Okay, what if I told you there's a single nutrient that could help solve your kids' tummy troubles and boost their mood and help them focus in school? Sounds almost too good to be true, right? Well, today we're pulling back the curtain on the secrets of fiber. It's a real unsung hero for your child's health.
You know the drill, right? The sudden tummy ache, the battles with constipation. We've all been there. But what if those are just the symptoms you can see? What if they're just the tip of the iceberg? And the real key to unlocking your child's full potential is actually hidden deep inside their gut?
So, get this. The latest science is revealing these powerful, almost mind-blowing links between the food our kids eat and how they feel, how they think, and even how they behave. It is a total game changer for how we think about food. It's not just fuel, it affects everything. And at the center of this whole story, it all comes down to one unsung hero: fiber. Yep, fiber. It's not some fancy vitamin or mineral, but it is the powerhouse working behind the scenes to keep our kids' bodies and minds running in perfect harmony.
All right, so let's get into it. First up, we're going to talk about fiber's most famous job. Its claim to fame, really. And that is its amazing ability to keep your kid's digestive system running like a well-oiled machine.
The best way to think about it is like a little broom for their insides. Seriously, it just gently sweeps everything through the digestive tract, which helps prevent those, uncomfortable traffic jams. It keeps everything moving and keeps your child feeling so much better, light and happy.
But wait, there's more. Fiber is definitely not a one-trick pony. It turns out there are actually two main types, and they work together like a total dynamic duo to keep your child healthy.
Okay, so you've got this awesome team. First up is soluble fiber. You'll find this in things like oats, beans, and apples. When it hits water, it turns into this gel-like substance that actually slows down digestion, which is great for keeping blood sugar levels nice and steady. Then you have insoluble fiber. This is the broom we were just talking about. It's in stuff like whole grains and nuts, and it doesn't dissolve. It just adds bulk and helps, move things along. Put them together and you have the ultimate digestive dream team.
Okay, but here's where the story gets really interesting. Fiber's job goes way, way beyond just digestion. It's actually food for a tiny, bustling metropolis of organisms living inside your child's gut right now. And I'm not talking about a few. We're talking trillions, literally trillions of microbes. This incredible community is called the gut microbiome, and you can think of it like a secret garden inside your child. And this garden influences pretty much everything, from their immune system to their metabolism. It's a huge deal. And just like any garden, this one needs the right kind of fertilizer to flourish. Well, that's exactly where prebiotics come in. A prebiotic is just a special type of plant fiber that acts as food or fertilizer for all the good bacteria in that gut microbiome, helping them grow strong and thrive. So, okay, we're feeding this internal garden with fiber. What happens next? What's the amazing result of all this? Well, it produces something truly remarkable.
When those good gut bacteria get to munch on all that delicious fiber, they ferment it. And in the process, they create these incredibly powerful compounds called short-chain fatty acids. You can just call them SCFAs. And trust me, these things are the real superheroes of the gut.
So what do these SCFAs do? Oh man, they're the ultimate multitaskers. They help reduce inflammation throughout the body, they repair and strengthen the gut wall, and some studies have even linked them to a lower risk of things like certain allergies and even eczema. Pretty amazing, right?
But hang on, because the story doesn't even end there. This is the part that blows my mind. The gut's influence doesn't just stay in the gut. It extends all the way to your child's brain.
There's a reason scientists are now calling the gut the second brain, and it's not just a catchy phrase. Take this quote from Dr. Emmerin Mayer. We've found that altering the balance and diversity of gut microbiota can lead to measurable changes in cognition and behavior. I mean, wow, a healthy gut can directly lead to a healthier mind. This whole connection is called the gut-brain axis, and it is a fascinating field of science.
And if you need one more mind-blowing fact, here it is. Ready? A staggering 90%, that's 90, of the body's serotonin, that key feel-good chemical that regulates mood, is produced in the gut, not the brain, the gut. So a happy gut literally means a happier kid.
So let's put it all together. When you're feeding your child's gut with plenty of fiber, you're doing so much more than just helping their digestion. You're actually nurturing their brain. You're boosting their mood and helping with emotional regulation. You are setting them up for success in pretty much every area of life.
Okay, so now that we're all on board with why a fiber is so incredibly important, the big question is how? Let's get practical and talk about how to actually get more of it into your child's diet.
First things first, let's talk about some target numbers. So for younger kids, you're aiming for around 20 grams a day. As they get older, that number goes up. For adolescent girls, it's about 29 grams, and for boys, it's up to 38 grams. And just to give you some perspective, most kids in the US are only getting about half that amount. So there's definitely room for improvement.
So where do you find all of this amazing fiber? Well, it's in a lot of delicious places. Raspberries are an absolute powerhouse. They pack a whopping 8 grams of fiber in just 1 cup. Things like green peas, avocados, and even simple swaps can make a huge difference. Just choosing whole wheat spaghetti instead of the regular white pasta can give you a big fiber boost without a fight.
Now, here's a really important pro tip. When you're adding more fiber, you've got to do it safely. The key is to start slow. If you go from 0 to 60 too fast, it can cause some gas or bloating, so just increase it gradually over a week or 2. And, this is crucial, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Fiber works like a sponge, so it needs plenty of water to do its job properly and keep everything moving smoothly.
So, the next time you're thinking about what to make for dinner, remember this. You're not just filling a tummy, you're feeding their gut, which in turn is feeding their brain. You're nurturing their mood and their overall well-being. So if feeding your child's gut also feeds their brain, what's on the menu tonight?